Look, everybody stuck in this game knows the frustration, trying to push innovation, build something real, but hitting walls everywhere because the system's built to keep talent and ideas boxed in. It's maddening. You see smart people, founders, investors, professionals trapped in their local scenes, their old school institutions, chained by outdated rules and narrow mindsets. It feels like the whole world says, go ahead, be free, but then slaps you down with bureaucracy, borders, and bullshit that kills real progress. And the worst part? Everyone talks about globalization like it's some magic fix, but the truth is, the way education works now, it's just creating clones. Copy-paste thinkers, conditioned to follow rather than create, trained to survive instead of lead. If you're trying to build something that matters, you feel it. The system's silence when you challenge it, the isolation that creeps in when your vision doesn't fit anyone's mold. But here's the brutal truth. The problem isn't you, it's the gap. The real missing link is connection. Not just any network, that crowded noise of social media, or the cold professionalism of conferences, but a global network of education that actually unleashes people's potential. A network that crosses borders, languages, cultures, not by erasing differences, but by harnessing them. Where the rare, restless minds meet and spark something new. Where the right investors meet the right founders not by chance, but by design. So stop waiting for big institutions to change. They won't. Instead, find or build learning environments that are fluid, challenging, and tuned to what the world actually needs, not what textbooks say. Seek places where you're not just taught facts, but pushed to think independently, to question everything, even the things you've held as truth. Learn from mentors who don't just teach, but are in the trenches breaking new ground themselves. Surround yourself with people who don't settle for comfort or consensus, but live to break patterns and create new paths. Global education networks have to be about more than diplomas and credentials. They must become powerful webs of collaboration that amplify individual strengths, that challenge the tired meritocracy based on old names and legacy, and replace it with merit earned every single day through real impact, real risk, real breakthroughs. They have to give you the tools to cut through the noise and actually do something, not just talk about it. Here's what to do. Start connecting beyond your comfort zone. Reach out to founders, investors, operators in other countries, other cultures with different approaches and ideas. Use online platforms, but don't stop there. Push for real, intense collaboration projects. Demand learning that forces you out of your comfort and sharpens your individual edge. Build or join groups where the goal isn't just learning, but creating. Find those few who get it and commit to building something together. That kind of friction, that challenge, that relentless pursuit of better, that's where growth happens. Forget waiting for a global system to appear. Build it yourself, piece by piece, network by network. Push the boundaries of what education means. Move beyond classes and videos to real, autonomous groups where knowledge moves fast, flows freely, and creates value immediately. Teach each other skills, ideas, and mindsets that no traditional curriculum covers. How to think globally and act decisively, how to fund radical ideas, how to execute rapidly across borders. If this hits a nerve, it's because you're right on the edge, between being stuck inside yesterday's rules and stepping out to shape the rules for tomorrow. Don't waste any more time thinking the system will save you. You have to be the one who builds the links that matter, who pushes education into a network that sets free, that powers the few to impact the many. That's the game changer. That's where real human potential waits to explode. So start now. Find those allies that stretch you, challenge you, disrupt you. Build your own global network not as a passenger, but as a driver. Push education as a tool for actual freedom, the freedom to create, to choose, to change the world. Because until that connects, all this talk about globalization and education will stay just noise. And you deserve better than noise. You deserve power. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and check the featured link to learn more.